Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I bring all of you to Christ Almighty. It's 20 past 11 at night. Yeah, I probably might be going to sleep in about I don't know, about 20 minutes or so, something like that. So I may as well make this short. Second day November is now completely finished. The day the Lord have giveth is now over. And yet, once we get into tomorrow, we'll be at this time tomorrow, we'll be a tenth of our way through November, and that's given me quite a lot to think about, ladies and gentlemen. Because, well, every day really gives me a lot to think about. Because, so far, literally in my endeavors and in the struggle as it is, I feel once again today is like being one of those days where all I try to do is just do the right thing just to get me from point A to point B, and there's always some new obstacle to get in my way, whether it's tacked on like boredom or some mechanical thing, or just the feeling of wanting to do anything different. A lot of these things do come in my way and stuff like that, but it is par for the course, as it were, just to remind myself exactly what the whole point of any of this is. I mean, some people might think these sort of like end of the day vlogs are relatively pointless, all things considered, but I disagree. I think they're a good little. It's a little diary entry. This sort of thing. It's designed specifically just to remember, basically, just to remember where I was at what certain date, and to make sure that when people look back on this story, they'll understand probably exactly why I had to go so far out of my way just to make this work. Because without it, well, what other choice is there? I mean, there are plenty of choices for me out there, but this is the one I've chosen, and I've got to see it through until it is completely unmarketable and completely insubordinate in its attempts to make any sort of money or profit whatsoever. It's one of those things, but you know what? If I'm going to stand a chance at literally this whatsoever, then that's the thing. I've got to work hard. I've got to make it work somehow, because not because I don't think I have anything else, but because, well, I really don't know what to say to that. Maybe it's just because it's like this time of night, and really I should like think about going to bed right now, but what it is, and I still get people pushing for me to, like, you know, take a look at this job, working at Waitrose or whatever and stuff like that. I'll get round to looking at it, but you know what, like, but they say, don't look at it tomorrow, you got to look at it now. Look at it now, it's like 11 at night, and I can barely think straight. What do I have to go through one of those time-allotted questionnaires and stuff like that? Some thanks I get, you know, for working all these hours, you know what I mean? Anyway, so that, as they say, is that. I'm again, if there's anything to take away from all of this, is that despite how long these days may feel, despite how utterly pointless and contrived this all might turn out to be, I can't give up. You can't give up on your dreams. You can't give up on something you set out to do, because if I gave up now, then it kind of shows how unimportant all the things I've got to say really are. You know what? If you for once, I want there for at some point somebody will look back and say that perhaps either at this point or this point is when he actually said something that actually meant anything. That's. If I could start there, then that would be a different matter. Okay, thanks very much there, ladies and gentlemen, and I will look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow night.